I'm Mark Reith here with the incredibly handsome Michael Finarelli, and our stock of the day is dumb Starbucks. Wait a minute, dumb Starbucks? Mike, what is dumb Starbucks?
So apparently there's this comedian, Nathan Fielder, who's a pretty good comedian, I guess, actually set up a dumb Starbucks. This is part of a parody, a stunt for his show on Comedy Central, out in Los Angeles. And I guess, from what I understand, lines were out the door, people waiting to get their free cups of coffee.
They're dumb cups of coffee.
They're dumb cups of coffee. But with almost anything in life, Mark, you get what you pay for, because from what I understand, the coffee tasted terrible and bitter.
Dumb parody coffee.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Okay, so regular Starbucks, the one we can actually invest in.
Yes.
How did they do this last quarter? Holiday season, how are things?
They did fantastic, actually. You know, and especially in a time where most retailers were actually complaining about, massive declines in foot traffic. That wasn't the case here with Starbucks. They saw strength across the board in all of their stores, not just here in the United States, which of course is the largest part of their business and most important to their bottom line. But they also saw in the Asia Pacific region and also even in Europe, when people are crying recession over there as well, they saw strength. So the company was doing extremely well, and where a lot of other retailers, like I said, were complaining about, this paradigm shift, or seemingly about this paradigm shift from brick-and-mortar retail to e-commerce, that doesn't really seem to be affecting Starbucks as much.
Okay, so is all that going to carry through into the future? Should I be buying Starbucks now?
I think you should. The valuation, it might seem a little bit pricey. Of course, you've got to normalize its current PE ratio because of the legal settlement with Kraft. But even when you look at it from like a price to free cash flow basis, I think that the company looks, from a historical basis, it looks kind of attractive to me, to be honest with you. I think it's a tremendous brand. It's got huge potential for growth, not just here in the United States, but also overseas as well. You figure they have a little over 4,000 stores over in the Asia Pacific region, I think a little over 1,000, and CEO Howard Schultz said himself that he believes China is going to be the second largest market behind the United States. So I think there's a huge path for growth there. And you even look at the opportunities that they have to leverage their existing store base right now to sell additional, to generate additional revenues for various day parts, different parts of the day. You look at La Boulangerie, for instance, if I could even pronounce that. But you look at, they have all these other opportunities as the bottom line. So I see a lot of growth going forward.
All right, definitely something to watch for. For Mike Finarelli, I'm Mark Reith. That's our stock of the day. We'll see you tomorrow.